Inshallah. There's a lot to do with Islamic psychology in here. Inshallah. Quickly, inshallah, start the new section is going to be oaths. And today I'll just introduce the oath. What's an oath in Arabic? Gonna have it? Oh, yeah. I still in my printer. I just realized now I pressed print yesterday. It's still in that printer there. Okay. So you know it's not in my printer. It's not here. But I'll do it on this thing's not working. I'll do it on the screen, inshallah. What's an oath in Arabic? A qasam. A qasam is an oath. So the oath has, how many parts does the oath have? Well, how many parts does the oath have? So what are the two parts? Let's bismillah here. Wal asr. What comes next? Innal insana lafi khusrin. Okay. So an oath is a qasam in Arabic, right? Qasam. But it always has two parts. Two parts. So whenever you take an oath, you say Wallahi. Right? That's the first part. You take an oath on something. And then you say for what you're saying an oath. Right? Whatever, Wallahi, I didn't read that, or I didn't see my message, whatever the case is. So there's always two parts. The one part we call in Arabic al-muqsamu muqsamu bihi. What does the word muqsam bihi mean? What does muqsam mean?
That's what you're making the oath against.
It's a majhul verb, right? Muf'al muqsam. So that which is an oath is taken with it. And this is called al-muqsamu alayhi. That which the oath is taken for. In English we call this the subject of the oath, and we call this the complement of the oath, like the completion of the oath. So every oath must have two parts, a subject of the oath and a complement of the oath. Okay, so when Allah takes an oath in the Quran, what does He take an oath by? Give me some of it. Okay, wal asr, time. Wal duha, wal fajr, wal layalin ashr. So He's taking an oath by what? Times. So one thing Allah takes an oath by is times. What else Allah takes an oath by? Teen, Zaytun, Nazi'at, Nashitat. What are all those things? Washamsi, Wal Qamari. Like this I call it elements of creation. Elements of creation. And number 3 is going to be what? وَالْعَادِيَةِ ضَبْحًا وَالْمُورِيَةِ قَدَحًا. Let's call it like a sequence of events. So Allah takes a number of oaths, and maybe next week we can do a more proper breakdown of the oaths. But for homework, inshallah, try to think about all the oaths in the Quran and categorize them in your mind. So Allah takes an oath, right? Allah takes an oath on something, whether the time of the day, wal fajr or wal asr or wal layalin ashr or shafi or whatever the case is, or it could be an element, or it could be an actual, like a sequence of events that's happening. Allah takes an oath on something called what? The subject of the oath for something, which is called what? The complement of the oath. So 2-3 example here. What's Allah taking an oath on? What's the muqsamun bihi in this example? Time, right? So the oath is on time. And what is the complement of the oath? What's the complement? Is what? Innal insana lafi khusr. Right, this is the complement of the. So you see the two parts. There's always something you take an oath upon and something you take an oath for. So whenever you come across the oath, you must see both of those, or you must try to understand where both of those are. It's not always so easy, because sometimes the oath is long. وَالشَّمْسِ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا. Where's the oath? وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا جَلَّاهَا وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا. It's going on and on and on and on, but where's the complement? You know that ayah, the surah, where's the complement? Pacha quickly there in your mind. وَالشَّمْسِ وَالنَّهَارِ وَالشَّمْسِ وَضُحَاهَا. Where's the complement? Where's the complement? Baca slow. وَالشَّمْسِ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا جَلَّاهَا وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا وَالسَّمَاءِ وَمَا بَنَاهَا وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا طَحَاهَا وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا. That fa can be a continuation of that. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ. So you see how long the complement is. It's not always like just 1, 2. There's a lot of oaths sometimes. That's the longest example in the Quran I took now. A lot of oaths and the complement. What we are interested in this lesson, and we're going to end with this inshallah, is what is the relationship between the oath and the complement. So if we're doing this from a nahu point of view, we'll just say wow is a harful qasam, harful jar, and asr is ism majroor. But from a linguistic point of view, we ask the question, why did Allah choose that oath for that complement? So let me ask you the question, why did Allah choose this oath for this complement? Why did Allah say wal fajr innal insana lafi khusr, or wad duha innal insana lafi khusr? Why did Allah say wash shamsi innal insana lafi khusr? Like why wal asr? What is wal asr? Because the complement is speaking about what? The complement, not the subject. The complement is speaking about what? Man being in a state of loss. The default position is loss. What's the subject speaking about? Time. What type of time is it? What type of time is Asr? End of day time. It's a symbol for your life. Like the light is your life, and Asr is the last drips, moments of your life. Asr also means to squeeze out the last drops. Asir is juice, all those things. So there's an appropriateness between this and this. So I'm going to give you I'll give you two opinions first, and we'll end it inshallah. The two opinions on this. From the classical, there's a classical opinion, there's a contemporary opinion. What's the question I'm asking you? Why that oath for that complement? So the classical opinion is that the oath is taken for tawqeed, at-tawqeed, because that thing has azama. There's like some akhshari and so on. What does tawqeed mean? Tawqeed means emphasis. What does azama mean? Grandeur, might, majesty. So if Allah takes an oath, wash-shamsi وَضُحَاهَا, is the sun a great thing? It's a great big light. It's not like a small thing. It's a significant thing, right? It has azama, and therefore it has, because it's this great thing, it has tawqeed. Like because it's great, almost like it's emphasizing what the next thing is. So when you take an oath, what do you take an oath by? You say, Wallahi, I didn't see my message. What does Allah have to do with you not seeing a message? What's the relationship between Allah and you not seeing a message? There's no direct relationship. You're just saying Wallahi because Allah is the greatest thing you can come to. So because it's so great, you want to almost like magnify, emphasize, well, this is the greatest thing I can say, Wallahi. Or on the life of my parents, like people say, the life of the graves of my parents. You know, like people have all this stuff on the 10 days in Quran. You know, Wallahi was enough. Let's add Quran 10 days in, you know. What? Allah can be most of stuff to baby. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, it's azama. You want to make it a great thing. Why? Because you want to emphasize with this great thing, I'm affirming this. But that's a classical opinion. The difficulty with the classical opinion is what? It doesn't establish relationship. You with me? It focuses on the azama, but not on the relationship. So next week, inshallah, I'll give you the second, not next week, 2 weeks time, inshallah, we'll discuss the second opinion, inshallah. But we'll see you all Friday night, inshallah. Barakallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.